It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one off. All the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And the Seahawks first down.
Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That complete to Lamar Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
21.
He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
George Kittle.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Wait. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check back.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
16 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is Penny. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Gain of 16 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11.
Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. This is how we're going to play. And they responded to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks first down.
Here we go. Slam.
They keep it with Penny on first down, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
We got 3.
Throwing now is Murray. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Murray's pass.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. 3rd and goal, option right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
4th down and goal.
no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. From the gun, Murray flushed out right. Touchdown, Seahawks. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Tigers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo rolling to his right. Able to power through. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 20, 49ers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
For Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 11.
He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught at the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Seahawks 27, 49ers 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Complete to...
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Seahawks, first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Looking for again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
That's good.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. I got you. Mike, hey, gun. What are you talking about? I'm bringing it.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
21. Get ready. Mike 8. I got you.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Mike 21. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Got a man. It's Amendola. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I got this. 13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Coleman. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Broken tackle, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
40-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, it's Murray. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Second down at the 21-yard line.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Niners 34, Seahawks 27.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 57, Mark 57. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Penny. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
For the Seahawks.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Philip Dorsett. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
10 on the 20-yard line.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
6-man. Check.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense,
You get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 34. A terrific run there by Penny. 44 yards.
4 yards on the play. First down, Seattle.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Murray. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Greg Olsen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 37. Seahawks 34.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To throw is Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Murray's pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
4-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Penny, a first down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Taken down at the 19-yard line.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This is 3rd down.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. To throw is Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Murray's pass intercepted.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 1-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, it's an 11th win of the year as